So with that, Logan, of course, earned a R rating for the first time of any X-Men film, right?
Rightfully so, yes.
Yeah.
It's how Wolverine should be. Just R rating, you know. I mean, hell, even the PG-13, like every time Wolverine sheathes and unsheathes his claws, there's a blood trail from it from cutting open his own flesh every time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in this movie, they'll keep the little stuff like that in there, which just makes it all the much more authentic.
So with that, we're going to celebrate this new R rating. Wolverine is a true environment with Wolverine's top 8 R-rated moments from comics.
R plus moments from comics.
plus.
Some of these go well and beyond. If you would imagine Wolverine, a real life person, aka Hugh Jackman, and this happening in actual like reality, the visuals alone would probably be very striking and nauseating. So these are in no particular order. My top 8. One of my personal favorites, because I always wondered about this. There's an issue where you don't see it firsthand, but Wolverine claims that yes, he has eaten himself to stay alive. Then the issue of self-sustenance comes up. It's like, yeah, I've for about a month. I mean, he was stranded. You know, I ate myself.
Could that theoretically work? Like,
well, this is comics, so physics kind of goes out the window in common sense. Yeah. But yeah, you gotta wonder about conservation of mass. But it's like, no, Wolverine's so great, he eats himself to stay alive. It's awesome. Another one, and this one happens. That was the mainstream 616 universe. This one is the Ultimate Universe, where Wolverine goes toe-to-toe against the Hulk. Nick Fury asks him to go find the Hulk, rein him in, because, you know, he's basically a walking natural disaster waiting to happen. Finds him in the Himalayas or something similar. So Hulk is trying to find like peace and zen, or he's just completely enslaved the local community of women and all that. So Wolverine tries to fight against him, and it ends with him. Hulk rips Wolverine in half.
Yikes.
Wolverine still survives.
Okay.
Somehow, bottom half is at the top of a mountain. Hulk throws the other half, his top half, bottom of the mountain. Wolverine has to painstakingly claw his way up the mountain and reattach himself.
So one thing I always wondered about his regeneration is that it's never like, you know, his legs can't grow a new upper body. Is it like
that'd be
always
terrifying
from the top down, like his head?
See that one's up for debate. I mean, it's one of those where, you know, where does like Wolverine as a person stop or end versus like how much is displaced, how much mass is displaced from the rest of him.
Right.
In the Ultimate one, I mean, his healing factor is seemingly not as strong. Arguably, they say his power is more like survival as opposed to just healing. Because hell, he at one point was just a head. He was talking to Nick Fury. He didn't have any lungs or anything. Yeah, exactly. He was just a head and he could still talk and breathe and all that. So that one's up for debate and how extreme the power gets. So yeah, all he had to do was find his lower half, reattach. He was fine. Okay. Next moment. Okay, this is another one from Ultimate Marvel. God, that was a... Part of me is glad to see that universe go, because there was some weird shit that went down. Oh, yeah. So, Wolverine may or may not be the father of Scarlet Witch and her brother Quicksilver, Pietro Maximoff. And unfortunately, in the comic, and I believe it's in Ultimates Volume 3 where this is pop up, they started subtle, then they made it blatant. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, they have an incestuous relationship. That's terrible. It's awful. Only thing that makes it worse is that Wolverine is possibly their dad. That gets a little convoluted. But there is a strip where Wanda and Pietro are getting it on, and then Wolverine is watching from the bushes like a creepy peeping Tom, and he's possibly their dad to boot. There is no amount of family counseling that will ever help remedy that situation. Dear God.
Yeah, no healing factor will get that out of your mind.
No healing factor heals that mental scarring. Doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, that one was hard to swallow. When I read that.
Yeah, probably for Scarlet Witch too.
Lord. Moving on. Wolverine. This one was particularly gritty. Wolverine slashes his guts, and the resulting gut blood pus shower goes right onto Deadpool. Happened in an incident in Uncanny X-Force. Wolverine is assaulted by Omega Red, not him, his clone children. One of them has the power to turn your immune system on itself, and Wolverine having a super healing factor, that is 10 times worse, because it attacks him immediately, everything from his like tendons, joints. He has inflammation and pus going. He looks like the fucking Pillsbury Doughboy waiting to explode. Like an inflated version is like, oh dear God, what am I gonna do? Then he decides, I gotta slash the poison out. Cuts his abdomen and just lets it all flow out. And it's like some breathing room for his healing factor to kick back in after all the poison guts and arteries spill out. You can kind of start from ground zero. And he just splashes it all in Deadpool without realizing it.
Oh man, that's how I feel like I should do every Taco Bell meal I eat. I should slash myself.
I knew you were gonna say Taco Bell.
Encourage myself.
It's like, yeah, let's cut out the middleman instead of having it come out my rectum. Let's just do it from my stomach.
Yeah.
From there, another one is Wolverine. Not everybody knows this, but Wolverine did have a son. Actually have a son, not what if. This is the main universe, called Daken, of Japanese descent. Daken's a real asshole. He's been trying to kill Wolverine since pretty much the get-go, just because Wolverine ditched him, but he didn't realize he even had a son at the time. So it's one of those, Wolverine's been around, he's been alive for so long, he's had so many one-night stands and affairs. He doesn't know how many kids he has.
Hugh Jackman's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to jump his bones, or vice versa? But Daken comes out, so he's got the healing factor and the claws of Wolverine, nasty personality, and apparently has pheromone manipulation. So he's played both for both teams. That pretty much says itself. So, but he's basically a dick, and he's tried to get Wolverine killed on multiple occasions. Well, in one outing of X-Force, he puts him in a really compromising situation where Wolverine's he said, enough. I need to kill you before you kill someone else, and he drowns his son.
Interesting.
Pretty wild, but it's not like Daken didn't have it coming. He is a complete asshole. So, but now going into the Old Man Logan exclusive moments, one of my favorites is Logan. This is awful, but it's tremendous in just the impact the one scene has. Logan standing over his fellow dead X-Men. Going from my synopsis to Old Man Logan's storyline, Wolverine was basically hypnotized by Mysterio. This is the one epic moment Mysterio's ever had in his career.
He's a one-hit wonder.
One-hit wonder. It was actually kind of brilliant making Mysterio the one to do this, because Wolverine even mentioned he made them look, sound, feel, and smell different. He convinced Wolverine that he was killing supervillains left and right, when it turns out he was slaughtering his X-Men family, all his friends and comrades. It was just the end result that caused him to not wanting to pop out his claws again, take a vow of celibacy for his claws, just a total pacifist the rest of his days. But it was just truly chill. I mean, that's gruesome to think about.
Yeah. Dark.
So, moment number 7, Logan clawing his way out of the Hulk after the Hulk ate him for dinner. This was great, just because it was just a cathartic moment for him, and I think the readers too. After the Hulk's fucking inbred family went and slaughtered his family, this is just great. It's like Wolverine popping out and just not a blaze of glory, more like a gushing, gut-filled fountain of glory. It's awesome, and just watching the Hulk helplessly just die on the floor, on the ground. It's phenomenal. It's just Wolverine just clawing his way out of his backside. Backside refers to his ass, his actual back, but it's phenomenal.
It pays off the entire arc of
and it's not like you're reading this entire storyline thinking, oh my god, where's the payoff? It's all throughout, but this is just the grand release that everyone's looking for.
Yeah, that grand release. We all want it.
And the final moment, which one could say in a sense that this one, it's not as epic as when he's clawing his way out of Hulk, but there comes a point when Wolverine takes on Red Skull, and Logan comes across Red Skull, and he decapitates him with Cap's shield. There's a poetic justice in there, and this is while Red Skull is wearing Cap's old uniform, so it just makes it even better and puts it to rest. It's fuck you, Skull. This is freedom taken off your head. It's glorious.
And right after that, to escape, he actually gets Iron Man's armor, right? And puts it on and jets out.
It's almost like a spiritual. The Avengers aren't gone yet. They're still able to help out the righteous cause. It's awesome.
That was pretty cool. So there you have it. We have Wolverine's top 8 R+ rated moments.
Glorious.